ты не удивился? Вот он Стрикленда убрал, брал Уитакера, и сейчас, пожалуйста, Адесанья.
Ну, это он сейчас, его пик идет вперед, газует. Ну, можно сказать, плохая версия меня, но сейчас вернусь, сниму его. Для меня он намного удобнее, чем другие бойцы. Ну, если взять все на Стрикленда, он хорошо встает, а этот сам что-то такой борец, по физике борется. У нас техника, его борьбу, контраборьбу ему сделать, повалить его, удержать его. И он сам знает это, поэтому про меня молчит.
How do you think stylistically you and Khamzat match up with one another?
In a stylistic form, you see Khamzat, he backs people up, I don't back up. And Khamzat being strong, and that's what I said with Whittaker after fighting him. His power wasn't something that I noticed when we fought, but when Khamzat fights, you can see he is strong against his opponents. But then you look at a guy like Gilbert Burns, you look at a guy like Kamaru Usman in a lighter weight division that went out there and they fought him. They didn't defend his wrestling, they wrestled him back. You know, when I fight, I don't know how to back up. I'm gonna go out there and fight you. And we've seen this with Khamzat, you know, slowing down after the first round, round and a half. And I think that is because he uses so much power. He has the wrestling technique, of course, but he uses his strength as a weapon. And in this case, he has a gun and I have a tank when it comes to the strength. There's not a middleweight that's going to overpower me. It's not going to happen. So with Khamzat, we haven't seen that. And we've seen him fading in fights. So stylistically, I think, especially the opening rounds, the first two rounds, it's going to be fireworks. I think it's going to be two absolute warriors in there, two bulls, and seeing who backs down first. But once it goes past round two, it's going to be smooth sailing.
What do you say to Khamzat Chimaev today?
If it's Khamzat, you think you're strong, you think you're powerful, you have not felt anything. And I can't wait till I see it on his face, because I see it on every single person I fight's face. When they realize, oh shit, that's the message.
Feeling great. We're in LA. We're in training camp now, last camp for the fight. So coming for Chicago, kill everybody. See you guys there.
Last minute. Last minute.
The UFC world is on fire right now. The tension is real as Khamzat Chimaev and Dricus Du Plessis get ready to collide in one of the biggest fights of the year. Everyone's got something to say. Analysts, fighters, fans, you name it. People are divided and opinions are flying everywhere. Israel Adesanya gave his thoughts. He's backing Dricus to get the job done late in the fight. But according to him, if Khamzat is going to win, he needs to finish it early. No dragging it out, no slow chess match, just early violence.
Not bad, but I still think Dricus gets it. I think just late finish, late finish. Khamzat would, I think Khamzat will, if he wins, it's the first two rounds, or the first round. But Dricus is just chaotic. Chaotic good, chaotic evil. That's literally what this fight might be, chaotic good versus chaotic.
Renier Derrida had a similar view. He thinks Dricus will win in the 4th or 5th round. Why? Because of his insane conditioning and relentless pressure. He said Khamzat is dangerous early, explosive and wild, but once he can't finish quickly, he fades. Renier respects Dricus' toughness. He believes those late moments, the championship rounds, are where Dricus comes alive. He's built to slowly break his opponents, and when it counts most, he takes over.
No, I think Dricus is gonna. I think Dricus will win. Yeah. I don't think Khamzat is gonna get him out of there early. And Dricus is a motherfucker, man. He keeps going, and every round, though it doesn't really look better, he looks better. His technique, he gets better every round, and I see Dricus like finishing him in the late rounds, like 4th round, 5th round, maybe with a lot of volume. I see Khamzat maybe taking him down in the 1st, 2nd round, getting to his back, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I think Dricus has
Even the backup fighter Caio Baralho shared his take. He gave credit to both guys. If Khamzat starts strong and ends it fast, he wins. But if it turns into a long fight, Caio sees the momentum swinging to Dricus. He pointed out Dricus's gas tank and said it's all about pace. Quick burst? That's Khamzat's world. A dragged-out war? That's Dricus's playground.
It's a crazy fight because you can go to Khamzat in the first or second round, but if you pass this round, you can go to Du Plessis because I'm never going to doubt Du Plessis again. You know, he always shut my mouth, so let's see.
What happened exactly where you were going to fight Khamzat and then Du Plessis?
Yeah, I tried that because I heard that Dricus was injured and all that, so I tried to get this fight, but Dricus wasn't injured, so they still gonna fight.
Who do you want to fight? If
I want to fight Imavov. Number one contender, I want to fight Imavov. That's the fight that makes sense. That's the fight that I want. That's the fight they're gonna put or me or him to the belt. So that's the fight that makes sense.
What about Adesanya or something?
Huh?
What about Adesanya maybe?
Adesanya, I don't think the UFC want me to fight him now.
Right.
Like four losses in a row, so it's not a good fight for him.
Robert Whittaker chimed in too. He sees the clear difference in how these two fight. If Khamzat's going to win, it has to be early, when he's still fresh and explosive. But if Dricus can hang in there, survive that storm, the fight shifts. Rob praised Dricus for being a tank. He's durable, he's got heart, and over time, he can just wear you out. He believes if this turns into a war, Dricus could crush him late.
Start with the middleweight title fight. What are you expecting to happen? You have the rare insight of being one of the few people who has fought Khamzat and Dricus. So what do you think happens at UFC 319?
I think Khamzat will take Dricus down, but I believe, you know, and this is obviously just top of the head, if Khamzat doesn't finish Dricus when he takes him down, I don't.
Khabib? He's all in on Khamzat. He believes Khamzat has what it takes to dominate, but even he gave a warning. Don't rush Dricus. Khabib said Khamzat should be smart, use his jab, keep distance, and pick the right time to shoot for the takedown. If Khamzat charges in recklessly, Dricus could catch him with a big one. For Khabib, patience is the secret weapon.
Интересный соперник. Он очень крепкий, он будет драться. Такой своеобразный кикбоксинг, руки-ноги выкидывать. Вот что хорошо, вот что плохо у Дю Плесси, такой точный, но он очень много выкидывает. Он постоянно выкидывает руки-ноги, постоянно он в атаке, если вы смотрели. Даже Стрикландом. Я в этом бою конкретно ошибся. Я думал, что Стрикланд своим давлением все он должен взять. Но он его перебил. Перебил как своим. Он очень много накидывает, он не стоит. Бывают такие бойцы, вот они заходят, он так думает, кидает, смотрит. Да. А бывают такие, не так сильно у них техника, но он очень много накидывает. Я думаю, что мое личное мнение, я бы Кhamzatу посоветовал бы, чтобы он в стойке дрался с ним. Вот чисто по боксу пустых, Khamzat лучше. Вот чисто по боксу. Это мое мнение. Просто здесь есть такой момент. Ты можешь сфорсировать события. Там раунд, 2. Но если ты его не финишируешь, ты очень много энергии потратишь. А потом надо в чемпионских боях.
Раунды, да.
А Khamzat не был в чемпионских раундах. По-моему, не был никогда.
В 5 не был?
Не был. А этот пацан последние сколько? 4 года?
По-моему.
Еще до чемпионства,
да,
еще главных боях.
Опыт у него колоссальный.
Да, у него опыт большой, надо учитывать. Просто, когда ты готовишься к такому бою, ты должен рассматривать все сценарии. Ты не можешь, я зайду и откручу. Ты должен смотреть, а если вот так пойдет, а если вот так пойдет, а если вот сюда зайдем.
Belal Muhammad also threw his support behind Khamzat. He doesn't buy the whole bad cardio argument. He thinks people don't realize Khamzat usually finishes fights early, so we never get to see how deep he can go. Belal believes that even if it goes all 5 rounds, Khamzat has the brain, the stamina, and the pressure to handle it. That pressure, it's intense, and with his grappling, it's like being smothered.
Who do I got, DDP or Chimaev? Honestly, I mean, I think too many people are counting out Chimaev's cardio. I think where Khabib said it best, if he stands up with him and strikes with him, I think he'll do well. DDP is an awkward style, but he does get hit a lot. And he breaks a lot of guys with fatigue. If Chimaev doesn't come out super hard in the first round, trying to take him down and letting out all his energy, I think he'll be fine if he keeps it standing. And then maybe the later rounds, you try to wear on him a little bit, but you don't want to go out for that kill in the first round. And DDP just plays defensively. He's strong, obviously. and then you end up burning yourself out for 4 rounds. So he needs to be smart, especially in this 5-round fight. But I got Chimaev. I think Chimaev's a lot crisper on the feet, and definitely crisper on the...
Even Brendan Allen, who's criticized Dricus before, had to admit Dricus is the real deal. He said Dricus shows up when it matters and always proves people wrong. Brendan admitted Dricus doesn't fight textbook clean, but that awkward style works. He's unpredictable, he's relentless, and he just doesn't go away. Brendan's picking Dricus to win, especially if the fight hits those deep rounds. Heart, toughness, and conditioning, that's why he thinks Dricus wins.
I think anything under 2 rounds is Chimaev. I think anything over is Dricus. I think it's going to be hard for Chimaev to get him out of there like he has other guys. I think in deep waters, Dricus is going to be something Chimaev's never had before. You know, that guy, say what you want about him. I'm not a fan of him, but I will give him his props. I'll give him his flowers where he deserves, and that dude can make it a fight, and he can dig deeper probably than anyone. He's very good at digging deep.
Dricus beats Khamzat?
Yeah, I do.
Really?
I do. I really do. I think Khamzat is a sprinter. I think if you were to make fights 1 5-minute round, Khamzat beats anybody in the world, any weight class. But you can't fight championship level fights for 5 rounds at the pace where he's at his best. If he fights like that at his best, I think Dricus is so durable and he's so smart that he'll be able to withstand that. Now they're swimming in deep water, and Khamzat can't swim that deep.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what do you think? It just goes into the championship rounds and he figures them out?
Yeah. I think that by the 3rd round, Khamzat's like, all right, I don't really know. I can't, this guy's not going away. Wow. And also too, is if Khamzat does, let's say he does pace himself a little better, Dricus will just pour it on him.
Right.
So I think that pacing is a big factor. We always talk about this cardio thing, but cardio is really just being able to manage whatever pace you have based on the skill set you have. That's really what it comes down to. Like if you have a very limited skill set and you're forced to be in situations that you're not comfortable in, you're going to have bad cardio. But when you have a very well-rounded skill set and you can pace yourself better, you have good cardio. So, I mean, that's really...
Then Den Thomas jumped in with an interesting comparison. He sees Khamzat as a sprinter, fast, deadly, but only for a short time. Dricus, more of a marathon runner. He thinks in a 5-round fight, that matters. Den believes if Dricus can make it past the early chaos, he'll take control. Khamzat will slow down and Dricus will just keep pushing. That's how he sees Dricus winning, by grinding it out over time. Tito Ortiz, a legend in the game, is betting on Khamzat. For Tito, it comes down to wrestling. He thinks Khamzat's grappling pressure is going to be too much. He said Khamzat can control where the fight goes, and that's a big advantage. Tito respects Dricus, but believes if Khamzat stays focused and sticks to his wrestling, he'll dominate and win convincingly. Maner Abdul Malik added his voice too, backing Khamzat all the way. He called Khamzat a nightmare matchup for anyone because of his insane grappling, fast closing speed, and wrestling. Malik said Khamzat's power and control on the ground could completely shut down Dricus's pressure and stamina. But then, Gilbert Burns stepped in, and he's fought Khamzat before. He's going with Dricus. Gilbert thinks Dricus is a nightmare for Khamzat. He's awkward, but dangerous. His striking is strange, but effective, and his cardio, wild. Gilbert believes if Dricus survives those early rounds, it's game over. He might even finish strong and stop Khamzat late. Then there's Daniel Anik. He said on paper, Khamzat might have the edge, but what really gets him excited is how unpredictable this fight is. He gave props to both fighters. Khamzat's pressure, Dricus's toughness. He said this fight could go so many ways, and that's what makes it so exciting. It's 2 wild middleweights in their prime going head-to-head, and the outcome could change everything in the division. As UFC 319 gets closer, the entire MMA world is torn. Some think Khamzat will smash his way to another brutal finish early. Others believe Dricus will survive the chaos and slowly, painfully break him down. It's shaping up to be one of the most unpredictable and intense fights we've seen in a long time, so now the question is, will Khamzat explode through Dricus and add another body to the list? Or will Dricus weather the storm, drag him deep and drown the hype? This fight is going to answer a lot of questions. Who do you think walks out of UFC 319 with the win? Drop your predictions in the comments, hit that like button if you're hyped for this war, and make sure to subscribe for all the latest updates and breakdowns.